Hello everyone. I'm going to be doing some playtesting of my game Colony today. It won't be super long, but I kind of want to get in the habit of doing this, so figure I might as well just start. I'm going to send this link out to a few friends and see if we can get some people watching. Hopefully my mic sounds okay. Got a new headset, so trying it out. Welcome to the pre-alpha test of Colony K62f. This is obviously not a finished product. There are bugs, the AI needs work, the UI has zero polish, and generally the game needs more love. There are many pieces of functionality that can be tested: combat, crafting, dungeon instances, boss fights, equipment, guild hall, private vault, and persistence all can use some QA and testing. Thanks for the help. If you want to play, let me know. There's a Discord link in the chat. And I can give you access to the game as well. This is just bringing up the server. It'll just take a minute. Just going to turn down that audio a little bit. It's pretty loud. Okay, hopefully that should be a little better. I'm just going to check it on my other machine really quick. One sec. Okay, game sounds aren't super loud. This audio is just placeholder audio. I've been working on sounds and sound design for the game, so that'll get there eventually. All right. So I've been in here quite a bit already testing, so if you join, it's going to look a little different when you first start. Got a bunch of junk in here. Need to get some hair. This bald dude. Here's some hair. I think this might be. That's not hair for men. So here are vendors. If you come in fresh, you can use these vendors by pressing I. And there's a bunch of gear that you can buy on all of these. Just going to use the crafting panel to destroy this stuff. You can drop it on the ground too, but then things just get cluttered, so experiment will just delete it. Hello, whoever joined. Say hi in chat so I can see you. Okay, so I got some potions here. I should probably put these up on the vendor too. Close. There's a lot of crafting stuff. I spent a lot of time on the crafting part of this, so it's a lot of like just ingredients and stuff like that. Okay, let's see if I can make some clothes. Some boots over here. Let me get rid of these. Oh, hey Mary, how's it going? Hope you're feeling better. So when you played, you didn't make it outside of the little spawn room, right? You were still inside of there. Oh, you couldn't interact with anything. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get some. See what recipes I have here. I can only make the clothes that I have on right now. I'll go grab some ingredients really quick. I need to make the line trace to pick up items a little bit wider. It's kind of difficult to actually highlight something. Like these sticks, for example. You see the little red there? That means I can pick it up, but it's like so narrow that it's pretty hard to actually grab it. Okay, so I got a stick here. Now if I put that in experiment, I learned a new recipe, wand body. Let me grab a couple more of these. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so I think I have all the recipes now for these. Let me grab these ones too. I'm going to randomize these two so they don't always spawn in the same location. It's just a little bit easier to find them without having to look all over the forest for the sticks. Yeah, I think I got all those too. Oh, this is the wrong kind. This is the one I want. I need to make an indicator for mixable. So the crafting, there's these attributes on every item, and these get created when the item is spawned, and they're different on everything, which means that the ingredients that you use, the quality, will affect the crafted item. So, you know, ideally, if I was going to craft like a nice weapon or something like that, I'd want to find the sticks that have the highest quality and then use those in the crafting recipe. Now I should be able to mix these two since they're the same. It looks like that's not enabled. Let me grab a... I'm going to take a couple notes really quick. The quality range, well, they're floats. So depending on, you know, this is part of Pro MMO. So if you wanted to use these in your game for whatever you wanted to do, you could use them, you know, up to the float limit. I was thinking that I'd probably fix them, the maximum being 1. But it kind of depends, because like if I craft something with high quality items, these are going to add together or possibly multiply depending on the recipe. So certain things may come out higher than 1. Like this isn't a real crafted item. This was just you know, fabricated by me and placed in the world. And this one has 30. But the real spawned items, they're going to be more in the 0 to 1 range. I'm just opening a doc so I can take notes of the bugs I find. These should be able to mix together. need to learn how to make this cutting board. I think that comes from these. Converting the sticks into boards and then experimenting on the boards should give me the crafting station I need. There it is, cutting board. Okay, so crafting station, cutting board, needs a workbench, so let me build that first. I need 5 Albuca boards. You can also see this number incrementing over here. That shows how many times I've made this particular item. And I'm also using that to affect the attributes of the crafted item. So the more you craft something, the better you're going to get at it, which makes sense. It's kind of real world. If you do something over and over again, eventually the quality is going to get better. It doesn't affect it that much. It's like 1/100th of a percent or 1,000th of a percent or something like that. But you do it enough, eventually it'll impact it. Okay, so hopefully I can mix these. Ingredient is not mixable. Well, that's going to be a problem because there's only... We need 5 of them and there's only 4 slots and this is not mixable. So this needs to be mixable as well. Or I can just drop the quantity required. I'll just do that. Workbench. Okay, so I can't actually craft anything because the workbench is required. Let's see if I have one for sale up here. It's all weapons. I'll make another vendor that has crafting stuff in it. Because it'd be nice to be able to just jump into that for testing purposes without having to go through all the crafting. Oh, I do have some of the raw ingredients, but I still need the crafting station, so let's see if I have one. No, I don't. I think there's one at the guild hall though. I'll go over there and check. Wow. Good job, guys. Why are you all over here? Let me see if I can find a nut, give it to them. I set up these worms so that if they find the nuts that drop in the forest, and they eat some of the nuts, then they mutate into a larger worm. And then the larger worms will start attacking the smaller worms. But it looks like they're having a hard time pathfinding, so they're like stuck. Here's one. Okay, I think I need 2 of these. No, don't fall into the water. They're never gonna find it down there. Can't pick it up. That's okay. They're just gonna sit in a big pile over there until someone comes around with a sword and kills them all. Okay, so these portals lead to various places. This is my private instance over here. I don't think I have any crafting stations in there. I might. This is like a dungeon. There's some boss fights in there. And then in here, this should be the guild hall. Just start that up. The cloth simulation on this cape thing is like, sometimes it gets caught on my leg. It seems to be doing a little bit better now. I need to make it double-sided too. You can like see through it over here. Conference, a worm conference, yeah. They found something extremely interesting over there. I'm just waiting for the server to come up. Okay, it's ready. Okay, so we're at the guild hall now. I think I'm going to make the spawn point over here somewhere, so that you get this, like, and this is obviously needs work, but you get this kind of opening view. I think it'd be a little bit better. This is a marketplace asset. It's really nice. These customized guild banners. And I think I put the crafting stations out here somewhere. Oh, maybe I didn't put any crafting stations here. Okay, I'll have to do that. Put down some crafting stations. So this guild hall, anyone that's in the Utopia testers group can come inside here. And then if you make your own guild, you can have your own instance of this. So you and your friends can have your own spot. You can put your own logo in here, and it affects the table runners and stuff too. You can store like your weapons and stuff in here. See if I have any I can put down. This is all just crafting ingredients. Here's a wand. I'm going to put my wand in here. Go into the magic room. See if I can put it down on the table. It's a little cramped in here. I should probably delete these bookcases. Cool, so I dropped my wand. So any of the other guildmates could come in here and pick that up. Yeah, it'd be nice if there were some crafting stations in here. At least outside. Yeah, the models. This is a marketplace asset. It's really nice. I mostly just cleaned it up a little bit. There were so many lights in here. It took... I have a pretty decent machine, but it took my machine 48 hours to cook the lighting for this level. It was just like every single candle had its own light source, the ones up here too. And then there were like 10 lights in each of these stained glass windows. This total like lighting overkill, so I cleaned that up a little bit just to make it a little bit more sane. And there's this wall that you can, I guess you can't actually get up there right now. Fix the stairs. Hello, whoever just joined. Say hi in chat so I know who you are. Yeah, but you should be able to get up on top of this thing. And there's like a little tower that you can get inside as well. And go back to the main level. Hi, Timothy. I have some clothing from CC3 and I cannot get the collision to work. Oh yeah, you know, I was messing around with that a lot. What I ended up doing is I made the physics asset on the clothes match the physics asset of the character. These came from CC3 as well. You can probably notice the sorcerer garb. But I took the feet, the ankle bone, the shin bone here, and the leg bone, and kind of extended them a little bit. Because what was happening on mine is you can kind of see here. There's a bone here and a bone here, and sometimes the fabric would go through those two. So I just kind of extended them down, which seemed to help. It still kind of does it a little bit. Is that kind of the problem that you were having with yours? Yeah, when you import the clothes in, it'll create a new physics asset for them. And I just found it was too time consuming to try and modify each of those individual physics assets. So yeah, give that a shot. Yeah, I'm thrilled that there's a way to get characters into UE4 now so easily, because I was having such trouble with Make Human and the other character creators. Is just such a nightmare. Like, it never worked, and there were all kinds of like retargeting problems and all that stuff. So thank you for recommending this. It's great. I'm going to go over to my private instance and see if there's a crafting station over there. This is just spinning up a new server. Yeah, I've got some of the other clothes as well. I got the sorcerer kit, and I got the assassins, I think. I don't have any of it crafted right now, so I can't put it on, but... And then I got just some random clothes too. The new material plugin? No, I haven't seen that. Is it a Real Illusion product? So this is like my own little private instance. So if you join the game, you'll have your own instance here, so you can like leave your items or whatever. Treat it kind of like as your own personal bank. No one else can get in here. So if you go through that portal, you'll come into your own instance. No one else can get inside. And I just put like some clothes down here. I was hoping there'd be a crafting station in here, but there's not. What clothes did I leave in here? They're clothes for the female model, so I can't even wear them. Where did it go? Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Reassigning the textures is annoying, especially in my case because I'm moving them through Blender as well, so they don't always get caught. So I have to like manually export them out of Blender as well. Okay, so what else can I test since I can't do any crafting really? Let me see if I can kill some of these worms. What do you guys think? Should I go sword? I got a hammer. Sword and hammer looks like the choices. One-handed or two-handed? I don't think I have any on me right now. Oh, I have a helm. Let me put that on. Ooh, totally matches my cape. Two-handed sword, alright. Two-handed sword. I'm gonna grab this one. Hey, why'd I get a one-handed sword? I must have mislabeled it. I have the debug traces turned on, so it looks kind of like a lightsaber right now. It's not going to look like that in the end, but very stylish. Yeah, I know. Look at that. So the way I set up the abilities is they're connected to the weapons. So since I picked up that sword, I got these two sword attack abilities. So I can drag them down here. And then if I push one, we get that sword. And those are all the debug traces of where the sword hit. Animation changed, so I'm in the lightsaber wrong game totally. How many of these guys can I kill at once, I wonder? The worm convention. I don't think I hit a single one. Cool down. I think they're bugged out. Yeah, they're not taking any damage at all. Yeah, something's definitely messed up with the AI. AI convention. Let's see if the boss will take damage. Yeah, I really have to redo the clothing because you can see it kind of poking through. So I'm going to do it in a different way. It's just a big project, so putting off actually doing it. Yeah, the animation, this came from, this is a marketplace asset too. That's the sword and shield kobold asset, I think. And then the two-hander, there's a two-handed animation as well. And then I got the two-handed sword animation set as well. And that's based on what you have equipped. So you'll get new abilities and new animation depending on what you have equipped. I don't know if this actually, if the server came up or not. Okay, cool. Scary boss fight. Oh good, he took damage. He's gonna kill me though. I need a healer. One of you guys come in here and heal me. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I didn't think I was actually going to win that. But that's good that he's still taking damage. I think it's just a problem with those worms. Yeah, there's a couple other boss fights in there after you get past that one. There's some flying insects in there as well. There's like 4 flying bosses that you have to beat. Healing, yeah, there's if you have the wand, then you can heal. Let me just clean this up a little bit. Delete some of these swords. And there's also healing potions. I guess I could have done that. Mental energy potion, spirit energy potion, health potion. So in abilities, if I have this in my inventory, I can drink healing potion. And I got a little bit of health back. I probably should have just done that. But there's also a heal spell on the wand. It's like an AoE heal. I want to do like a targeted heal as well. But I've been having trouble getting a kind of a beam weapon to work. Because this is using the abilities, the gameplay ability system. So it's complicated. Clothing is a pain in the butt. I used a totally different setup for the other game that I'm working on. I just did head, so you can put a helmet, torso, arms, and legs. Like all of these slots and all this stuff is just way too much. Trying to get it all to match and look right. As long as it doesn't heal the enemies, it does heal the enemies. Actually, you have to be really careful. I've been debating on whether or not to put to take friendly fire out. I think it adds a little bit of challenge that most games don't really have. Being able to damage your friends and stuff. It's a little bit more difficult and realistic. You know, if you're swinging a sword, probably don't want to hit your friends. Let me just heal up too. And these are the attributes. My max health is 208 based on all these other things, which are determined by the equipment that I have equipped. So if I take off the helm, you see all these kind of change. Did they change? They should change. Huh. I'll have to investigate that. Equipment. Attribute. Change. But yeah, the more armor you have on, you know, it's going to reduce, you know, things like creativity is not positively affected by armor, but you know your courage is, and your health max is going to go up if you have armor on. And then conversely, for like the caster equipment, like the cloth armor, is going to affect more caster-oriented attributes. Well, I think I need to get the crafting stations in here in order to actually test the crafting. I really want to kill some of these worms, but... Oh, I did hit one. Can I hit the same one again? Hit a different one. There, I killed one. Die, worms. I don't know why the AI is freaking out like this. There must be something super interesting in this rock. Is this an experiment or is it going to be a real game? Well, I don't know, to be honest. I wanted to make a more in-depth demo using the Utopia tools, because Pro MMO, like you can't really get a feel for what it would actually be like, just because it's the default Unreal Engine level and it's the default Unreal Engine skeleton and everything like that. So I wanted to make something that had a little bit more of a feel of an actual game. I don't know if this is ever going to be a real game. I guess I would consider it more of a demo, more flushed out demo, I guess. I mean, I want it to be playable and I want it to be fun, but I guess mostly it's just to show off, you know, some of the Utopia stuff. Oh, it's not showing their health either. Dead worm. Pick it up. Dead worm. Experiment. I think you can make like a leather out of the worm. Worm guts. Cost 1 dead worm. Worm guts. A strong MMO starter kit. Yeah, I mean, almost all of this stuff is in Pro MMO. The only stuff that's not is the crafting. Because I was asking some of the other devs that are using it if they wanted it, and they said no. But I'd be happy to help integrate the crafting stuff. It's not terribly complicated. It's just not built in with the rest. Because a lot of games, you know, the crafting is so game dependent. Everyone wants to do kind of like a special crafting thing, so having a generic solution probably isn't the best. Worm guts makes this. Wait, is this a worm guts? No. Six to 12 of my friends, not hundreds. Yeah, I mean, in the world of Unreal Engine, like, that's way more realistic. You know, the way that I handle it on this side is these servers can be sharded. So this whole game world, if it gets more people than the server can handle, it'll just create a new shard. And then new players will load into the shard. And those instances in the cave over here, those get instanced out to the groups or to the guilds or whatever. So cool, Timothy. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it too. I need to work on the crafting stations and get those in here so I can do more detailed crafting. So thanks for stopping by, Mary. Always a pleasure. Got an hour stream. Not too bad. And I'm going to try and do this more frequently. So yeah, you bet. Thanks, Timothy. See you guys next time, hopefully, with more dead worms. It's going to be a worm hunt. Bye.